Hey guys, welcome to the universe. I'm a very shaggy Unee. We've just got out of lockdown and salons aren't open yet, so there's no hairdressers, no barbers, nothing's open. So I'm very shaggy. So today's video is going to be in a total different format than most any other video that's going to be on my channel. And it's more like a vlog, something a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more relaxed. Today's video, we are going to talk about my most favorite game, which is Diablo 1 for the PC, and also an old hero. So I hope you guys stick around for the video. We're going to roll that intro. Alright, so as a lot of you know, especially if you've been in my channel, Diablo 1, the 1995 hit classic on the PC, was and is and will be my most favorite game. Though this was not how I knew this game. My first introduction to this game was a couple years after the launch, and it was this copy, the PlayStation 1 version, which was actually ported over by Electronic Arts. What? But yeah, so this was the game I played. I lived with a buddy of mine, and the two of us, we beat the holy hell out of that game a few times. We really enjoyed it. I thought it was one of the better games on the PlayStation console at the time. But then this is where our story is actually going to take place. It's just after beating it the first time. So, we're all sitting after work. We usually go to a fine establishment of coffee, and if you know anything about Canadian culture, you know it's good old Tim Hortons here. And a bunch of us were sitting around drinking coffee, just, you know, shooting the breeze about what we usually talk about, which was mainly video games and music. We had a new guy to the group. He's been there a few times at this stage, and he started talking about Diablo, and actually overheard us talking about how I just beat Diablo, and that it was a really cool game. I really liked the graphics. It felt really freaky. And he started to talk to me, and he's like, have you played online? And I kind of was like, what are you talking about, bro? It's a PlayStation 1 game. You can't go online with a PlayStation 1. And he's like, what the hell are you talking about a PlayStation for? Neither of us have ever heard that it was out for the PC or for, in his eyes, the PlayStation 1. So we start to talk, and he's like, dude, you guys gotta come over. I'll show it to you on PC. And that night, I saw Diablo 1 on computer. I saw him connect online. He played with a buddy, so like, he was a warrior and the other person was I think a Sork, and they just started playing together, and he started beating up on them. He got an ear for killing him, and I'm just like, what is this? Oh my god. I was so blown away by what I watched. And he then turned around and burnt me a Spawn copy. And he's like, you have a PC, right? And I'm like, yeah, I have a PC. It's not the greatest thing. And he's like, well, here you go. Here is a Spawn copy of this game. Go home, install it. We can play online. And, yeah, I freaking ran home. Years later, that dude is actually still one of my best friends as well. So, it's kind of fun. So, we're going to fast forward to almost present day. We're going to go back about a year and a half, because this is how long it's taken me to make this video. And he heard I was looking for parts because I was building like a 95, 98 machine, and I was looking for a white CD-ROM because everything I had was a black and it was a DVD-ROM. I wanted something more, you know, time specific. he's like, dude, I got a CD-ROM for you. We'll meet up at Timmy's, and yeah, I'll hand over that drive to you. I was like, okay, sounds good. So later that night, go out, have a cup of coffee, talking about video games and stuff again. He's all disappointed about Diablo 3. And I'm like, Diablo 4 is coming. I can feel it in my soul. And then he's like, okay, I got something for you. He opens his trunk. And what do you think I saw inside that trunk? I saw this. So my friend handed me over this old system. This was the old hero that I mentioned in the beginning of the video. This was the very first PC I have ever seen Diablo 1 on. Now, as funny as it might sound, it hasn't changed much in looks. It's always looked pretty rough on the outside. Only there are missing pieces now. So what exactly are we looking at here? Well, this, my friends, is the IBM Aptiva E2170. This packs a AMD K62 rocking at 450 megahertz. It had a single stick of SD-RAM at 64 megabytes and had a 4.3 gigabyte hard drive, which IBM threw Windows 98 Second Edition on. Now, there are a few integrated parts, such as video. It does have a video which shares with the system memory, and it maxes out at 8 megabytes. It also had a Sound Blaster 16 Pro built in. Now, the system did also come, as we could tell, with a few parts that are missing, such as the 3.5-inch floppy drive, which is gone. It had I believe it was a dual speed CD-ROM, which is now gone. It was replaced with this burner here. Also, it had a 56K modem that was pulled out for a network card, which has also been pulled out since then. So there are some missing parts with the system. The system has sat dormant for a decade and a half to almost 2 decades now. It's pretty much just lived in a dusty basement, becoming a home for spiders. So, looking at the state of the system, the poor hero will never game again. Or will it? Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys staying tuned to the very end. I do want to apologize if I'm like heavy breathing in this video. It's like 40 degrees Celsius outside, and as you can tell, I'm in a non-running car with the windows up. It's so damn hot in here. And also, I've been wanting to make this video for like a year and a half now. And every time I tried to make it, I just didn't feel that it was the right feeling for the video. So I'm really happy. I hope you guys are happy with the video. I hope you stay tuned for part 2. We're going to try to get that beast running. We're going to get Windows 95 or 98 on it. And then we're going to boot right into Diablo 1. And we're going to kick some demon ass. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye!